And then yesterday, Aston Villa beat Manchester City 2-1. Man City now have 9 defeats in the last 12 matches in all competitions, which is even worse than Spurs.
It's just, I know, there's going to be so many theories about what's gone wrong there, but wow, it is just astonishing, that series of results, isn't it? Who would have predicted that at the start of the season? It's already good saying it in hindsight. Oh, yeah, could see that coming. Blimey, no one see this run of Man City results. No one.
Nah. What happens with Pep? Like, did he just stay? They keep losing?
Yeah, no, I think, obviously in terms of what he's done at that football club and the success they've had, he has a sustained period to be the manager through any kind of crisis. But this is definitely a crisis of confidence and a crisis of playing style. It's interesting, Haaland's interview. I thought he'd give it a really good interview because they sort of said to him, "Come on, big fella, what's the problems? Tell us the problem." And he went, "Well, one of the problems is I've got to work a bit harder." And I thought that was a nice philosophy.
Fair play.
Yeah, he more or less said, "Well, no, I'm going to look at myself first." And I think if you're a Man City player, that's what you need to do. I looked at the stats, right, of the period of like
Alan
12
stats.
games, and it's just bizarre because their possession stats are very similar. Shots on target is very similar, but goals against, I think they had a 12-game period last year where they won 11, drew 1.
Yeah, I remember
conceded 7 goals. They've conceded in the last 12 games 30 goals.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's
That's
just
not City stats.
They're not City stats,
No.
and you can see them getting overrun. You can see, when the ball turns over, they're nowhere near as solid as they was. They're not containing teams. Teams have been able to get at them, and I think one of the problems that they're facing is that the invincibility, the power they had over the dressing room before the game even kicked off has gone.
Yeah,
it's gone. Now teams are like, well, okay, if Man City take the lead, we can still beat them.
Absolutely.
Whereas in previous years, last 3-4 years, if Man City took the lead, you were just thinking, I hope we don't get stung here. It was a little bit like that. So there's a different psychology in terms of the opposition for sure.
Absolutely. Let's go back to the phone lines on 03717222344. James is a Spurs fan. He joins us. Evening, James.
Evening, Madge. Alan, I mean, we've got a comedian as a manager now. The arrogance of the man when he was interviewed tonight by Channel 5, Radio 5, is if, this is how I play, mate. He should be sacked immediately.
Did he still come with that, James? Because what we spoke to him. We spoke to him. Our chief football correspondent, Alex Cook, spoke to him, and he was like, we asked about his relationship with the fans and stuff like that. And he's like, look, it's not up to me to dictate how they feel, mate. But he didn't talk about the whole playing style. Explain a bit more what he said, James.
Well, his attitude was, this is how I play, and the fans, we've got to get together again for Nottingham Forest, and the fans have just got to accept this way of playing. That was the insinuation of his interview. And when he was interviewed against Man United, where Jamie Carragher and Jamie Redknapp quite rightly said, this is insane, this is not sustainable. And there's Ange like a little kid, smiling, think it was funny. It was a funny result. It was amusing. It is not sustainable. And to concede 9 goals at home in 1 week, has that ever happened before? Because I've been supporting Tottenham for 50 years, and I can't remember it. And this man, and everybody blames Mr. Levy, and I think that's wrong. I think that if you had a manager that was pragmatic, he's got 10 players out. You do not play a high line against the best team in the league.
That's exactly my point. I actually thought his exposure, particularly of the young boy at centre-back today, was really hard on that player. Archie Moore. Is it Archie Gray? Moore? Archie Gray, sorry.
Archie Gray,
I felt so sorry for him in a back line that looked all over the place.
Chap's going to give you some stats from December, right? Tottenham, defence in December. Goals conceded 12, which is the 20th in the Premier League. Shots faced, 85, 20th. Shots on target faced, 37, 20th. Expected goals against, 13.5, 20th. Big chances faced, 25. We are the bottom of the league for all of those stats.
So he won't be league manager of the month then, for sure?
No, I don't think so.
No. But, there is a big issue here in terms of Ange's conduct this week, in that he got involved with the fan, didn't he? Then he's been involved with pundits. He's been involved, and the press smell it. They smell it on him. They sense he's under pressure a little bit, and he'll be getting some more this week. And the questions are not going to become easy, and he needs to be very careful how he defends himself. And as I say, I can tell, Jamie, you're agitated by his arrogance, aren't you? I can tell that.
I am. I think it's bordering on being narcissistic. And it's very much like this. It really is. And, it was all amusing when we beat Man United. It was amusing. He thought it was amusing. He had a smirk.
He did have a big smirk, yeah.
He had that smirk. And, and afterwards, Jamie Redknapp, who has, he's got Tottenham in his veins with his dad. He played for Tottenham. He's got no axe to grind, Jamie. Forget Jamie Carragher. And Jamie Redknapp said, you cannot keep playing this football. No. You just can't. And it's okay playing it against, you can't even play it against teams like Ipswich, Southampton, yeah. But Southampton are, 3 leagues away from us, from the Premier League. We have got to get rid of this man. Mr. Levy has spent a lot of money. He's bought Solanke. He's bought Brendan Johnson, Maddison, Vicario. He's bought Archie Gray, Burgle. He has not spent money, and it's too easy to blame the chairman. Quite frankly.
Well, great call. Thank you very much, James.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.